How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some Resident Evil games. A couple of them are going to be remade, kind of like in the lines of Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2. Technically Resident Evil 1, which was released on the GameCube originally and went all over the place, so you can get it on everything. So if you're living under a rock, which you probably ain't, this recently announced on Twitter. We'll go to the Twitter page real quick, because we're gonna surprise you on. Well, before we do that, I'm gonna show you the games anyways, real quick. But on Twitter, a couple of rumors got announced, and I'll tell you who it is in a minute when we get on there. All right, you know what games are gonna be remade for Resident Evil? Oh my goodness, one game that everybody's been talking about after Resident Evil 4. One of the games people always talk about is Code Veronica. So yeah, we're gonna definitely get a Code Veronica game right here. So yeah, my little used copy right here. I got the PlayStation 2 version of it. You know, I just pulled out a couple of games. And the other game that we're getting a remake for, now I'm not sure when these are gonna come out, because we got Resident Evil 9 coming out soon. So good old Capcom's is gonna be pretty busy putting out Resident Evil games. But Resident Evil 0 is getting remade, so pretty sweet. I cannot wait. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is my GameCube version. But yeah, that's nice. That's about time. Got two games that definitely needs to get a remake, so that's awesome. So what games will they come out with after these two? But considering it'll be about, both these will be out probably by the time 2027 comes out, so a couple years down the road. Because you got to figure Resident Evil 9 is going to come out, then they can probably release probably 0 first, I'm assuming, then Code Veronica. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's go to the Twitter page. Let's go to the Twitter page real quick, and I'll show you real quick. Alright, so let me get to the scene right here real quick here. Okay, here we are right here. So according to this right here, Anesthetic Gamer, aka Dusk Golem. So one of two. It's like, while Resident Evil 1 remake isn't in development right now, so Resident Evil 1 remake, so as right now, as far as I know, I do think it's inevitable after 0 and Code Veronica are remade. So that's going to be a definite. Literally, Resident Evil 1 and 7 are the only main Resident Evil games left that doesn't have a playable OTS version, and I welcome it. I completely get people saying that. Let's see what 2 or 3 remake. Remake 1 is already perfect. Remake Resident Evil 1 doesn't need another. As someone who remembers 1 is you know, 1 is it's basically a great game as it is. You don't have to really make 1. Let's see, 3 of 3. A new approach, take on exceptional that they could do with Resident Evil again if they put their mind to it. But all right. So basically, aka Dusk Golem, he's got like 100% track rating. I've been watching the other YouTubers talking about it. He's been pretty good about this. So Resident Evil. So I'm gonna put my faith into him. So let's get back onto my face real quick. Yeah, you already had my face in the corner anyways, but now you got my face right here. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. So I'm kind of anxious. I'm kind of excited and anxious for that. That's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, good old Resident Evil original remake. Right here, this one, it started it all for the remake of Resident Evils. Other than that, you had your PlayStation 1's original and stuff like that, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, just on top of that, the Resident Evil news, you know, PlayStation Plus subscription, I think on the premium, I think you're gonna get Resident Evils 2 and 3 now on PlayStation Plus Premium. So finally, if you're a premium subscriber, so if you want the PlayStation 1 versions of 2 and 3, you can actually get them on there. I can't remember, August 19th or something like that. You can look it up on the PlayStation Plus news and stuff like that. But yeah, some exciting news for Resident Evil and stuff like that. I didn't expect that to talk about that today. I just you know, I got a day off from work today, so I got the 4 days off, and I just happened to get on YouTube looking over news, and also I see some pop-ups for Resident Evil games and being remade and Resident Evil games on PlayStation Plus. I'm like, holy smokes, great time to be a Resident Evil fan. So cool. So far we had remakes of this game right here, Resident Evil. We're gonna go through them. Remakes of Resident Evil 2. The not so popular remake of Resident Evil 3. What they should do is a director's cut for this one right here. And just take all the content that's on this one and put all the missing game into it, add some more game into it and re-release it again, because they dropped the ball on Resident Evil 3 remake. So keep that, keep that in mind if you play it. It's a shorter, it's definitely shorter, but yeah, if they want to do this thing proper, still keep everything the same, but add the other scenes in the game that they took out and call it good. But then we get Resident Evil 4 remake, which was phenomenal, really awesome game. So I'm looking forward to having good old Resident Evil 0 remake. It's like that's gonna be awesome. I love playing this game. It's a sweet game, especially on the train. The train is a lot of fun. And then we got Code Veronica. When I look at this being my used copy I just bought here, I originally had this game. I must have traded it in when I had my mass trade-in a long time ago. So I'm glad to get this, and I got it for like $9.99. So I'm pretty sure this has gone up in price. But yeah, that's exciting news. So I'm glad they're gonna do some proper remakes of, especially of this one. A lot of fans were asking for this one, so it's about time they do it. That's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait. I remember one of the bosses, I was stuck in a stairway and I got stuck on there. I finally got past it, and it was pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet game. I cannot wait to replay it again. I might replay it again on my PS2. Just gotta get the dust bunnies off my PS2 real quick and just go turn it on and see how that works, and just play it for a little bit. But good, exciting news to be a Resident Evil fan, considering we got Resident Evil 9 coming out soon. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what else they're going to announce for Resident Evil. Hopefully if they come out with another Resident Evil TV series, they don't butcher that. So yeah, we'll see. The good franchise is still alive and kicking and going, and I can't wait to see what's coming up next. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like, give me a thumbs down. Comment down below, are you excited for a Resident Evil remakes of Code Veronica and 0? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll check y'all in the next video. Bye.